Okay, class, today we're going to reflect on Chapter 3, the role of dialogue in the classroom. A brief summary of this was basically the different techniques and strategies that you can use of getting students engaged in the classroom with dialogue and conversation. And something that stuck out to me actually was the 10 suggestions for facilitating dialogue. Now, out of the 10, I personally use 5 of them. And the 5 that I use would be starting conversation that sparks interest of the children. A second one is communicating that we are listening, because when you're talking to people, if you don't acknowledge that you are hearing what they're saying, but not only hearing, but understanding what they're saying and being active participants in conversation. So communicating that we are listening. When you are interested in what someone is saying, we sometimes ask them to expand or clarify what they have said. That's important, because when you are communicating that you're listening, you're an active participant in that conversation, acknowledging what the person said, and you're having back and forth exchanges of conversation. The second one that I do is listening to students. That's one of the best ways as humans that we are participating in dialogue, by communicating that we truly are willing to listen and to understand. When you listen to your students and not just directing them and redirecting them, and show that you actually care about what they're saying, the more conversation sparks. Number 3, asking real questions. I use that a lot. It's a way to help ourselves listen more deeply to students. So we choose questions that are of interest to us instead of asking about things in which we believe we already know. So when you're asking real life questions, it's a way to dig deeper to get answers to what you want to know. The fourth thing that I use a lot is inviting different points of view. That's important, because when you're having dialogue amongst others, it's important to have different opinions and insights, because someone might see something or say something differently to enhance that conversation or that dialogue of getting their point across. Everyone can believe and feel the same way about something, but everyone's input will be different of getting their point across. I'm sorry you guys hear my daughter in the background. I'm actually in the hospital with her. She's not doing too well, so sorry for the extra noise. Say hi, baby. Yeah, she's not doing too well. And my older daughter. Say hi. Hi. Okay, so the final thing in conclusion to this that I do a lot of is making room for all voices, including the shy ones. Getting everyone engaged in sparking that dialogue and that conversation. All of these 10 suggestions for facilitating dialogue are all important, but I just named 5 that really touched and hit home base with me to what I use on an everyday basis, even with my own students. I have open-ended conversations with them, and I don't actually just ask questions that I already know the answer to. I make them do higher order thinking to, express to me what they're feeling. Why do they feel that way? Well, how can we change this? Why do you think this happened? So, in conclusion, this was a really good chapter to get information for dialogue in the classroom, and I hope you guys enjoy it.